road. Listen, people need to know what's happening in the churches and in ministry in all of Jamaica. It's an absolute blessing. We're really excited to share this.
Tune in to CVM See It Happen.
Many strides, one dream, many heartbeats, one pulse. Sagicor, celebrating Jamaican success. The time by Sagicor is
7 o'clock. CVM News at 7 headlines Thursday. Brought to you by Guardian Life. Live secure, live easy.
Tonight in CVM News at 7, St. Thomas residents demand by-election. Work to continue despite Troy Bridge accident, and Port Royal residents remain without water.
Also this evening, agricultural recovery in focus. In the business report, Dollar Financial prioritizing credit for entrepreneurs. And in sports, Cavalier versus Mount Pleasant in first round of CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7. I'm Stephen McHugh.
And I'm Carolyn Brown. It's Thursday, July 25, 2024. Thanks so much for joining us. Some St. Thomas residents remain on edge after Wednesday's protest demanding a by-election to choose a new councillor.
The people of the Morant Bay Division have been without local support since the death of their representative, Rowan Washi Bryan, in April. They say this is the first of a series of demonstrations until their demands are met. Nika Lewis reports.
Protest began under the watchful eyes of the police, who were told about the planned action. Residents from the Morant Bay Division in St. Thomas are adamant they've been left to fend for themselves following the death of Councillor Rowan Bryan, also called Washi, some months now.
You cannot have a division, Morant Bay Division, that has 10,800 and odd votes without a councillor for so long. We understand the regulation. When the councillor dies, the mayor asks for 3 months, and after which a by-election should be called. Now, after the people we're waiting patiently for a by-election to be called to fill their needs. Burial has just passed. Many persons are found wanting. They need a representative to agitate for them. Some of them roofs have been damaged. Some persons were flooded out. You have bad roads even before, and it has made worse now.
The political aspirant assures their pleas are neither selfish nor baseless, citing the law. She insists failure to comply could see legal action being taken.
Give the people a chance to select their representative. I understand that under the name of the Prime Minister, a bill was tabled in the House yesterday to amend the law, very conveniently, because the government knows that they have their majority. Right? So if a vote comes, then that is going to be the situation. No, I am arguing what is the timidity about? Right? Call a by-election so that the people can speak.
For the dozens who gathered outside the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation Wednesday, now is the time for representation. Insisting post-disaster they've been struggling to prepare for back to school and put food on their tables.
Will not be like East Portland. This is St. Thomas, and we need our representative, and we are standing firm to ensure that we continue whatever it needs to happen until we get our representative. We need our representative now. Now, Mr. Minister of Local Government, right now.
For others, their threats and complaints went further.
Two elections you have to face, and the two of them you have to face come like you have two egg carry. You see that one, yeah? Dangerous, and you are ducky. You see the next one? Me don't know what happened to you. No water now can hold you. You have to wash away this time. Wash away. Out of St. Thomas. And the next thing, we are get rid of you and your Charles. Them. We don't want them back in our St. Thomas.
My road needs to fix. My councillor passed up, he had done the job. We have no councillor in Morant. Rowan Bryan. Otherwise called Washi. Our his job in Murray Division. We have no representative this time. We don't vote for suicide. We vote for Rowan Bryan. He died. We can get another representative, and we need it just like now.
Nika Lewis, CVM News.
Meanwhile, the constant outcry from residents of the sunken city of Port Royal for a better water delivery system has yielded positive action. The National Water Commission, the NWC, has commenced work to rectify the major pipeline which was being damaged by the sea. Adrian Williams reports.
For years, residents of Port Royal have been complaining about the flow of water to their community, from times low pressure and at times no water. Why? Because their current pipeline is running on the shoreline and the waves keep damaging the pipe structure. The NWC is now here trying to find a fix to connect them to the main line that has been run on the Port Royal Main Road, which will give them a more stable and efficient water supply.
With all due respect, we can't bash the people 100%. I'm not one of the persons who come out and bash the people 100% and say them don't do nothing. But the problem what I have, that each time them fix the same part of the pipe that bust is the same part of the pipe that pull out. Them say the pump house finish and the new pipe run, but them say it want to foam and sterilize out. How long it will take to foam and sterilize out?
I think it's a disgrace though. For a tourist place, them try to turn it into, well look, we don't have any water for days, months.
Port Royal residents believe they are being held in the dark, as they don't usually know what is happening when there is no water.
Because nobody informs us. We don't get any informing, say, well, we're going to get it back tomorrow, or weekend, or what have you. Nothing we know. It goes, and then when it comes, it comes.
So there must need to be more transparent, make know what is happening. When the information reach them, you said to the community, well, this is what's happening, and we know what is happening. Be transparent, make people know what is happening, you understand?
With the absence of water, Port Royal residents have to be waiting on water trucks to get the water they need.
Sir, a 3 days now, I'm in a bed, because I don't have no water. I can't manage a bucket of water them to carry. I have back pain, foot pain, all sort of things to carry the water, the bucket of water them. Look on the distance. We out there, so the truck come. And to carry the water way down there, so I crime that.
When we do get a water truck, you have a lady who hang on to the truck, and it's like she specializes who forget water. I don't know what is our connection with that special water truck.
The National Water Commission, NWC, has commenced searching for a new leak causing the absence of water in the area. They believe the leak is among mangroves within the vicinity of the Port Royal Cemetery. New pipe infrastructure has been laid along the Port Royal Main Road for 3 months now, but is yet to be commissioned.
Our projection is that this final stage of works will be completed within the next 2 weeks, and therefore persons, we're just asking you to be patient. We do understand the frustration, and we are working to ensure that this next phase of your water supply is a more reliable and comfortable one.
Adrian Williams for CVM News.
Residents in Manchester and Trelawney, who have been eagerly awaiting the reconstruction of the Troy Bridge, which connects both parishes, were excited when earlier this week the National Works Agency NWA started repairs on the damaged bridge. However, an excavator overturned into the Hectors River below. As Courtney Lewis reports in this follow-up, the Member of Parliament for North West Manchester and the Mayor of Falmouth say the incident will not delay the job.
It's been 3 years since its collapse, but work on the Troy Bridge, which links northern Manchester and southern Trelawney, finally began this week. And no sooner, in a freak accident, an excavator, while demolishing the existing structure, overturned into the river Tuesday. The operator of the unit was not severely injured. While speaking on CVM News at noon, Mayor of Falmouth Colin Gager says the National Works Agency is in a position to continue the reconstruction despite the incident.
All of the safety concerns have been met. It is just as I say, the demolition of the old piece of the bridge. And the NWA, they are, it is early days, and they are doing good work. I couldn't say otherwise. It's not the NWA fault that the bridge collapsed. The bridge is old. It's over 100 and odd years old.
He was supported by Member of Parliament for North West Manchester, Michael Phillips, who shared the project is in its early days and over time, more requirements of the National Works Agency will be more evident.
Yes, there ought to have been more safety, requirements and concerns where the operator of the excavator is concerned. We're not denying that. But I spoke to the NWA and I spoke to the contractor, and I am sure that everything will be put in place, not only for those who are working with the contractor, but for residents both on the Manchester side and the Trelawney side.
Phillips assured the work to reconstruct the bridge will continue, bearing the safety of residents and workers in mind. Meanwhile, Mayor Gager remained tight-lipped about further parliamentary representation for residents of southern Trelawney, as there is currently no sitting member of parliament.
I don't want to get into that part. Just let me say that I am the councillor for that area. I live in Troy. It is just a stone throw from my house. And of course, I will do as best as I can to make sure that everything is done smoothly.
Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
More to come from CVM News at 7 after this break.
CVM News at 7 Headlines Thursday, brought to you by Guardian Life. Live secure, live easy.
Enjoy yummy for the summertime. Win big for the back to school. It's the Yummy Summer Back to School promotion. Purchase one each of these yummy products: yummy cheese bread, cornbread, jamboree, and 5-ounce buns. Write your name, address, and contact number on the back of your receipt and mail with the empty packages. Send in with your Yummy salesman or drop off at your nearest Yummy agency or entry box in participating supermarkets. Enter today and win your share of over 1.4 million in cash and prizes. Win big for the back to school. Follow us at Yummy Bakery JA for more details. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
I am death.
Ready, baby?
Ward off death. Obey the road code. A message from the Road Safety Unit in the Island Traffic Authority.
Live bill-free until 2025 with Quartz Ready Cash. That's right, no light, no water, nor cable bill. Just take a Quartz Ready Cash loan of $80,000 or more on 18 to 36 months between July 8 and August 18, and you'll be automatically entered for a chance to win. First place, free bill payment for 6 months valued at $600,000. Second place, free bill payment for 3 months valued at $300,000. And third place, free bill payment for 1 month valued at $100,000. Plus one winner of $50,000 weekly. Visit any of our locations island-wide to apply or online at quartzreadycash.com. It's quick, easy, and hassle-free. Live bill-free until 2025 with Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Hey, how was school?
It was really good, but I'm really hungry. Can we get some juicy pasta?
Sure we can. I never see a boil up patty like you.
Hey son, you good?
No, Dad, I'm starving. Can we get some juicy patties?
Celebrating over 40 years of everyday moments.
Farmers in Horton Grove, Hanover are disgruntled. They are still without electricity weeks post-Beryl and have no means of storing their meat for sale. Adrian Williams tells us more.
3 weeks after Hurricane Beryl, chicken farmers in Horton Grove, Hanover are beginning to crack under the pressure they face from the continued lack of electricity.
Nothing at all. We have to dump the chicken up on the fridge and look at we have to eat. But if you know, secure it like, we'll just say, well, fry one local piece and put it down, that you can serve it tomorrow or the other day. We have to throw away all of them.
Right now, the chicken, I'm going to gone over 6 pounds. Right now, for we can't kill them, for we don't on current. For we can't run the gas. For store so much a chicken. Them a three with me and my 2 virgin. Them a feed them, then can't kill neither. You know, we need current over here, man.
But lack of power is not the only problem hatching.
Most of all the things that surprise me, we are getting electricity bill 21,000 and the hurricane blew from the 3rd.
Are you still getting bills?
Yes, up to yesterday. Estimation billing tell me that.
This comes amidst the government's disapproval of the Jamaica Public Service Company's previously suggested estimated bills in response to the weather event. Feeding off the energy of the people, Councillor for the Chester Castle Division, Winter McIntosh, is pleading with the energy company to restore power with haste.
And some of them just don't have the capacity to purchase generators. So they are suffering. So I'm calling on the JPS, the minister with responsibility for utility, to ask that JPS restore the energy to these residents as early as possible.
Adrian Williams for CVM News.
The agriculture sector has been recording heavy losses since the passage of Hurricane Beryl. However, with assistance pouring in, Agriculture Minister Floyd Green is confident farmers will soon recover. Trisha Gay Kelly explains.
Millions lost in the agricultural sector. Over 48,000 farmers worried their stock will run dry soon. But help is on the way. Over $35 million already donated to the Ministry of Agriculture to aid post-Beryl operations in the sector, and more is coming. Hypro, as one of the country's main suppliers of everything agriculture, is assisting farmers island-wide with their recovery efforts. Vice President Colonel Jamie Ogilvie says the aim is to prevent inflation in the sector.
We don't want to set it post on social media of one tomato in the supermarket that costs $1,600. That is what is coming if the sector doesn't get the help it requires. So let us support our farmers who have proven time and time again their resilience, their initiative. They just need a start, and that's what Hyper is here to do.
Farmers have received chicks, fertilizers and chemicals they need to nurture their produce. The ministry is welcoming this assistance, especially in hard-hit areas, as Agriculture Minister Floyd Green explains.
Clearly, we've had a lot of blows to the agricultural sector over the years, but one of the hard parts of this hurricane is that it has hit us hardest in our most productive areas. Between Clarendon, St. Elizabeth and Manchester, they account for over 50%, in fact about 60%, Mr. Price, of our total production.
Poultry farmers were most impacted, with many single-parent families, mostly women, depending on this livelihood for the back-to-school season. Over 140,000 chicks have already been replaced following the hurricane. The ministry is still evaluating the estimated damage done to crops island-wide, with farmers still salvaging what they can.
So we're now at about $6.5 billion, and that is the loss to the sector. But rebuilding the sector will normally take about 1.5 times the cost of the loss. So we're looking at close to $10 billion that it will take to get us back to where we were before Hurricane Beryl.
The ministry has already donated over $700 million to the recovery process, but complete restoration will not occur overnight. The minister is calling for all the assistance they can get, while also pleading with the finance ministry to assist with generators, especially for poultry farmers. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
Jamaica's craft sector has been in the spotlight in recent months, concerned about growth opportunities. However, the artisans are now focused on what they call the absence of good representation. Here again is Trisha Gay Kelly with more.
Craft vendors island-wide held a one-of-a-kind meeting in Oteria St. Anne on Wednesday to highlight the numerous issues they are facing while trying to enjoy what they do for a living. From Kingston to Westmoreland, St. James and St. Anne, the various associations committed to meet in the Garden Parish to air their frustration. President of the Old Fort Craft Market Association in Montego Bay, St. James, Marilyn Faulkner, says they've been through it all.
We've been absorbing and absorbing and absorbing and absorbing, and when you absorb too much pressure goes back. Yes. So we are at the point where we are drip water, we can't stop us drip water because we've been suppressed, we've been oppressed, we've been abused. You know, we've been rejected, we've been overloaded, we've been everything that is bad.
And with a joint force, they have decided to stand up for themselves. Masana Martin, president of the Oterias Craft Market Association, says it's time to make their voices heard.
We rent a little shop, but at the same time, the business belongs to us. And they divert it elsewhere. And we sit quietly, like everything is okay. It is not okay with me.
But the vendors believe an underlying issue buried beneath all their complaints is the root cause of their misery. Acting president of the Jamaica Craft Traders and Producing Association, Devon Mitchell, is calling for better representation.
The craft industry, it falls under the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce. And while speaking to the craft traders across Jamaica, we realize is that industry, it is not conducive, to the operation of the craft industry. So we are asking, the powers that be, the Prime Minister and the Minister of Tourism, to remove the craft industry from that ministry and to put us underneath the Ministry of Tourism.
Though the vendors have been more vocal, it seems their voices are still not resonating with the powers that be. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
Up next, the business segment. Stay with us.
Everybody out. Fried chicken with a pre-bucket for the crew. Share a bucket together. Everybody go live. Spicy original when we online. Bucket together to the new dance craze. Taste explosion bursting with flames. When we a bucket together, it put you in a good mood. Every moment you share is finger licking good. Bucket together, come make we bucket together. Hey, bucket together, bucket together.
big during the Quartz 3-day sale, July 25 to 27, and get up to 50% off select items. Shop smart TV starting at $19,999. Lounge, bedroom, and dining furniture starting at $22,399. And stoves, fridges, and washers starting at $25,499. Plus, buy one appliance or furniture item on 24 to 48 months credit and get the other of equal or lesser value at 40% off. Don't miss the Quartz 3-day sale, July 25 to 27. Quartz, bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Buy a bag of Hypro feeds and win a bag of cash in the Farm to Fortune promotion. Hypro is back with another chance for you to win a share of millions in the Farm to Fortune promotion. Try for the grand prize of $3 million. Weekly prizes of $100,000 plus daily prizes. To enter, buy any qualifying Hypro feed and text the entry code in the bag for your chance to win a bag of cash in the Hypro Farm to Fortune promotion.
Watch your pocket grow. Watch it grow with Hypro.
Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.